Hi guys, it's Amy. Welcome to Strength Reversed. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I am going to talk about my 2020 year coming up. 2020 is going to be my Temperance year. That card started coming up for me at the end of 2019. I made a video, I'll link it somewhere, about spiritual clutter and decluttering as a spiritual practice. And I like to set up the end of my year. I just felt like I wanted to set some resolutions for the end of 2019 and not wait till the beginning of 2020, because I wanted to walk into this year with some things set up for me and ready to go. So Temperance, what that means to me is really balancing the different layers of my life. And you know, Strength Reversed comes from my need to let go and not control so much. I've dealt with anxiety for my entire adult life, really, and I have this need to control, but this year I have to let go. Do not cue the Frozen music, okay? And so Strength Reversed, which is kind of a magnified strength card for me, is my lifelong card. But for 2020, it's Temperance, because I really want to be gentle with myself as I get things in balance. So I thought a lot last year. I started going on this decluttering jag, and that is something that in my house is really out of whack. I think that your physical surroundings and maybe even what's happening in your body on some level can be a physical manifestation of what's going on, maybe emotionally or maybe spiritually, and that they are all combined and one does affect the other. Like when your house gets clean, you just feel fantastic. So I've been working on seeing that as something that I do to show myself love. I have spent a long time, like many years, juggling all of my stuff, and it's this dance where I try to organize, and you can only organize too much stuff so much. It's still too much stuff. I don't have the space for a lot of it. It just creates a time imbalance and an energy imbalance, and it's an energy drain. And so I gotta unplug that this year. Beyond just decluttering, I've become very aware more and more of, I want to get off of that rampant consumerism cycle. And I feel like I'm going through this constant culling of clothes and other things in my house where I'm having to declutter constantly because I keep acquiring. So I gotta nip that in the bud. You know, I have this thing where I think if I buy something at a thrift store, I'm almost doing something altruistic. I'm saving the world because now someone else's shit has become my shit. And I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I'm very aware of you know, donating things to thrift stores, and with the knowledge that probably a lot of it's going to get thrown away anyway, and so I might as well just not even have the things that I don't need. And I'm also going to tell you a few other goals that I have for 2020 besides just the declutter. I already talked about on another video, again I'll link up here down there, my goals for my channel, because I want to add a few new things. But I do have a no-buy list. One of my guilty pleasures is watching these minimalist channels or organization channels on YouTube, and that's where I first became aware of people doing like this no-buy year. And I'm sure everyone else knows about it, and I'm the last person to know about it, as per the usual. So I'm going to tell you what's on my no-buy list. There are some things I'm already pretty good at, like I don't acquire a lot of books. I moved in the last 10 years, I've moved a couple of times, and so if you've ever tried to move a whole collection of books, then you know the struggle. So those have been pretty much, I don't really acquire a lot of fiction books because those I'll check out. There's a little lending library in one of the church parking lots near me where you can take a book or leave a book, and so that really narrows my choices as far as the fiction that I read, which is good because if I walk into the library, it's kind of overwhelming. So anyway, one thing I cannot buy this year is jewelry. I am a sucker for anything that is glittery or sparkly, and especially at the thrift store or, you know, at Burlington or Ross or one of those discount stores. And so I will buy it and a lot of times not wear it. But my mom makes jewelry, and so she makes me a lot of jewelry. Michael's gotten me some, you know, he got me some nice James Avery earrings for Christmas, and he's gotten me some other beautiful things. And I just have so much. I want to enjoy what my loved ones give me as gifts, and I want to enjoy the pieces that I have. And so I definitely do not need any more jewelry. You can still buy me gifts, Michael. Another thing is clothes, shoes, and purses. I don't have tons of purses, but I definitely don't need more. Now, clothes, I've done a good job of going through. Shoes, I don't even get like fancy schmancy shoes. There's some little voice in my head that says, what if you need these? So I can buy new, but it has to be an exchange. If I'm going to buy a new article of clothing, I have to get rid of an article of clothing. So again, I don't want to just be constantly having to donate things because I want to use the things that I have, but sometimes I just need to replace a pair of jeans, or, you know, I need a long sleeve shirt or something. Makeup and / beauty products or lotions. I don't have a big problem with certain kinds of makeup, like a foundation or a mascara. There's a certain kind that I use and like, and I use it till it's used up and then I replace it, which is what I feel like I'm meant to do. But things like lip glosses or eyeshadows, when I want just a change really fast, it's fun to try these new shades. And like I said, eyeshadows especially, I'm a sucker for anything sparkly. But I have so many of these things, so many different colors. I have to use up all my eyeshadow before I get more. So I have... Just because I like one color, even when that color runs out, I can't buy more because there are other colors that are perfectly fine that I need to use. So that stuff's getting used up. I have lots of lotions that I've gotten from my advent calendar, and those are going to be enough to last me the whole year. Michael got me a Body Shop advent calendar, and I have other things that I got in my stocking at Christmas, so I have plenty of that. Okay, this is my downfall. Home decor and candles. I cannot buy any more, period. That's all. No home decor. There's a period at the end of that sentence. Candles, I gotta burn the ones that I have because I have loads of them of all shapes and sizes and smells. Gift wrap and gift bags. After Christmas, when I was putting all the stuff away, I love wrapping presents, and I like to kind of zhuzh up the packages and fancy it up against glitter and sparkles. So I went through when I was putting things away, and I got rid of a bunch of gift bags. Yeah, I gave those away. I got rid of some wrapping paper, and I'm just gonna have to get creative or give something to somebody unwrapped. Another thing is blank journals and office supplies. Michael just got me some journals. I usually get blank journals on the clearance shelf, and I do not need any more blank journals. I have to write in these journals. No more tarot decks. Again, I'd gladly accept gifts, Michael. No more classroom items. I'm not buying any, I'm not spending any more money on my classroom. No. Although I can still purchase from Teachers Pay Teachers. And tea. Davis is here. I always get new flavors of tea, but I'm a coffee drinker, so I have to drink up this tea before I get new flavors. And I have a couple more goals for this year, and I want to put this out there because I think it will help me stick to them more if all of YouTube knows my goals. So you guys can ask me periodically, remind me, and ask me how I'm doing here. So one goal that I have, this seems like a small thing, but I think it's going to be big for me. And that is, like I said, I feel like all these levels of our lives are related, and I have this habit of compartmentalizing my life. So I have, I had something huge in my contact a little bit ago, and it's kind of still there. I have like 3 planners. One of them is for school, and that's my lesson planner, and so that kind of is its own thing and doesn't come home with me. But I have a mundane planner, which I keep track of appointments and things like that. But then I have I call it my spiritual planner, where I record my card of the day and, you know, have some to-do lists, like I want to meditate or I want to do yoga or whatever. And this year, I don't know why I keep them separate. It's like I almost didn't want the, you know, gynecologist appointment to be like mucking up the spiritual stuff. So I am going to combine everything, and not my lesson planner at school, but my whole life is going to be my real life, if that makes sense. It's going to be all one planner. It's cause I can feel myself getting anxious when I say that. That's weird, but anyway, I have some yoga goals this year. I'm going to start working on arm balances. I've been working on crow pose for a while, but I'm going to go baby crow to crow and hopefully to crane, and maybe something like baby grasshopper or something like that. So those are a challenge, and I'm trying to stick with those. I have some tarot goals. One of them is, I call them tarot goals, but I have always wanted to, I've dabbled in tea leaf reading, and I want to start reading possibly tea leaves and coffee grounds. And I've also thought about picking up another system. I've gone back and forth between Lenormand and Kipper cards, and so I'm undecided there. You know, I know they're a little bit different, so anyway, maybe I should just stick to tarot. That's a question mark. Let me know what you guys think, Lenormand versus Kipper versus just tarot. I don't know. But I'm really working on releasing control this year and releasing what no longer serves me, whether it's physical stuff, habits, things I tell myself, messages I give myself, not taking care of myself or being too hard on myself. That's going to be gone, and I'm going to have a more balanced, temperate year this year. I'm sure I forgot a lot of stuff, but anyway, thanks you guys. Make sure to like or subscribe. I'm enjoying watching all the 31 Days of Tarot videos. I've already found a lot of great new channels that are new to me. So thank you. See you guys later.